All right, everyone. I still love the RFK Jr. AstroTurf as though he's relevant or that there's any possibility of him winning. I think that more likely whoever loses is going to blame him. Like whether it's Trump or Biden, more likely Biden, by the way, that loses. They're going to blame RFK Jr. And probably if Biden loses and RFK is above like 2%, they're going to call him a Russian agent or something like that. Yes, the Kennedy son, he's the one working for the Kremlin. That makes a lot of sense. Link in the description, though, archived, of course. He will not be at the presidential debate. This was pretty predictable. There was always an outside chance he'd get just enough polling in order to get there. But in the end, he can't get the electoral votes that he needs because he doesn't have enough viability in enough states. The cutoff was that he had to get a certain amount of polling in a certain number of states so that he could show there's a plausible path to 270. And he bigly failed at doing that. Also, his campaign right now has hemorrhaged money. In May, he only took in $2.3 million. Now, that may sound like a lot of money, and to you or me it would be. Well, to most of you. There's always the odd chance Elon Musk is watching. He's like, ha ha ha, he burns it and wipes his ass with it. While that is a lot of money, for a presidential campaign, that's pretty low, and comes in well below what he was at some months ago. He has no viability. He won't be at the debate. And he's claiming that this is un-American and even unconstitutional. Look, the debate commission is capable of making up whatever the fuck rules it wants, and you're being sour grapes. The fact is that RFK Jr. is never going to be the president of the United States. There are several glaring reasons why. First, what's your coalition? It seems like it's just people that don't like the other dudes. Well, that's a big problem because most people in the country are partisan or they're ideological in nature. Secondly, you've got really retarded ideas and you're poor at messaging. Hate to tell the RFK Jr. fans, but your candidate simply sucks at this. Let's see. Like the time that he came out and said, well, I don't have a problem with guns. I'm against gun control. But if an assault weapons ban did hit my desk, I wouldn't stand for the Constitution or anything like that. I'd just sign it. It'd be perfectly fine. What about when he said that people should be jailed if they work in the energy industry and they merely express the opinion that they don't believe in anthropogenic climate change, which would violate the Constitution on numerous levels? Okay, yeah, that's perfectly fine. What about the time that he came out, stressed that he believed there should be no limitations on abortion, while saying that he didn't like abortion, to the point where even his own running mate was confused and had to trot out and say, I don't know exactly, that's not what he meant. It's totally, he's not in favor of late-term abortion. No, RFK, quick, do some damage control. And then the next day he comes out and clarifies. He was like, no, that's not what I meant. Don't listen to what I said. Listen to what I'm saying now, effectively. He's just a shitty candidate. He's an anti-gunner. He's an authoritarian. He's a faux conservative and a faux leftoid at the same time. He's got the most zany opinions. And then the other problem is he's not well spoken. He has a speech impediment. Now, I hate to tell you this, but a person could be intelligent, look the part, everything else, it'd be perfectly fine. They've got the right stature, the right background. If they run for president and there's any glaring problem with them physiologically, they are at a severe disadvantage. Age is a severe disadvantage. You don't even need to be cognitively declined like Biden. You can simply be fucking old like Donald Trump is, and it becomes a national issue. RFK Jr. has trouble speaking, much as I'm doing right now. He has a speech impediment. I can't remember exactly what it is, but he talks in a very short, jolted, raspy voice. He's therefore not capable of making the kind of statements to the public. He can't do an Obama speech. Obama 2008, of course, I mean. He can't even do a Trump with a teleprompter style speech. And Trump, admittedly, he goes off the rails even when he has a teleprompter. He's not capable of that physical feat because of his voice impediment. Well, there you go. There are multiple reasons why he fucking sucks. Ideologically, as far as how you deliver that ideology, etc., etc., etc. Also, people are souring on dynastic politics. The fact that he's a Kennedy probably would have helped him 20 years ago, but in the wake of the no more Bush, no more Clinton era, I think that dynastic politics has pretty much died out in the United States for now. I'd be surprised if even someone who would be otherwise palatable, like let's say Don Jr. or Eric Trump, I doubt that they would get any significant traction. I don't think that they would end up being nominated. RFK Jr. confusingly thought he could be the Dem nominee. He actually seems to have legit believed that he could be. And that also shows fucking madness. It shows, and it's not just a lack of the charisma, and he does have that. It's not just that his ideology sucks sometimes. Of course, that's subjective. You might agree with him on abortion or guns or something. That's fine. He's bad at strategy. Now, if you're going to have a commander-in-chief who's going to have to deal with what's going on in Ukraine, potentially Ecowas, Guyana, all these places, Gaza certainly, Taiwan, you need someone who is strategically intelligent. We're already suffering from the problems of a lack of strategic intelligence with the Biden administration. We wouldn't, replacing him with RFK Jr., I don't know, maybe would be worse. He's not even time-tested in that particular role. That's about all. Peace out.